All right. We're back with some Mr. President play. And getting into this game. I get into all my games. That's why they're down here on my table. But it has been a long time since I think I got this for Christmas last year. So yeah, we got this for Christmas last year. It's going to be officially 1 year on my channel that I've been playing this game. But like I said, it's only a few minute videos, 10, 20-minute videos a piece. But and it might be another half year till I get it done. We're having a great time. That's what it's all about. Just sitting down here. First of all, if you ever have any free time, that's a big reason to celebrate in today's world. But yeah, I'm all excited to get down here and perform we did our UN actions. Now I get to perform maybe up to 3 actions here. I get to do, you might choose to perform up to 2 actions. Okay, maybe just 2. A U.S. initiated UN action. And then if I spend 1 action point, I can have or a U.S. or goodwill action. So I'll spend an action point for sure. So we'll get, I guess, the UN initiated action, then our goodwill action from the UN. That'll be 2. Oh, then this represents all the ways in which the U.S. partners with regional partners, NGOs, and yes, even UN organizations, subsidiaries, and programs, the Security Council, the World Health Organization, UN High Commission for Refugees, and UNESCO. I don't know what that stands for, United Nations Emergency Security Council, who knows. But anyway, to promote peace, health, and stability in the world. You can spend your UN actions on any action list in the UN action chart, but you must pay for one with 1 action point and the other with the UN. But you must pay for one with the action point and the other with the UN goodwill challenge to improve your chances of success as follows. If you spend an AP to get an action, that's what I'll do. You'll get a 1 minus dino modifier on that action. If you spend a UN goodwill counter to get an action, flip the goodwill counter to its back side and use that number as a DIRO modifier for that action. Note, this will likely give you a better DIRO modifier than spending 1 AP. So I guess you can only do 1. One reason UN goodwill counters are valuable. We have 2 of them. All right. Well, one thing we want to do for sure, that I gotta be looking at is terror. Let me try it one more time. Terrorism is the number 2 cause, because we got to get these Russian bases out of there. Russian bases are not good anywhere. And to do that, we have to get this regional stability up. So therefore, we are going to do some infrastructure aid. Let me spend my 1 AP. Ooh, action points are at 20, so now I have to go down to 19. Ooh, I got to find me a counter for this. Be right back. All right, we're at 19 action points now. Oh, that gives us if you spend 1 AP, you can actually get a -1 DIRO modifier to your DIRO for that action. All right, if you spend a UN goodwill counter, it says I could do 2 of them, so up to 2 actions and U.S. initiated actions. If you spend 1 AP, you get 1 action, and or a goodwill counter, you get 1 action. Sorry, well, this will be our action point action. We'll get -1 on the die roll. We are looking for an infrastructure aid. Increase stability in the region by 1 box. 1 to 5, -1. Let's do it. Oh, not good. Man, I'm dying on these die rolls lately. All right, well, that was a waste. Let's try our second action. Oh, it says you can only do it once. Let me see. All right. If you perform 2 actions, you must be 2 different actions. You cannot perform. Oh, you know what? We should have did the UN goodwill on this one. Yeah, I see what they're talking about. He told you. This will likely give you a better DIRO modifier. Yeah. Oh, sometimes it's not the sharpest tool in the shed, like they say. All right. Oh, place UN sanctions. Decrease our missile track if successful. Oh, yeah. We want to do that. We want that North Korea missile track on down here. Does it say anything about terrorism? Nope, don't say nothing about terrorism. All right, hold on. Increase stability, decrease regional crisis. We got some all the regional crises are down. I'm going to check out this one here. arms control negotiations. We definitely want to get North Korea's nuke missile track reduced. Be right back. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this one. 1 to 5. C to left will be fine. We got to roll 1d10. But, more importantly, let's go over here to gyro modifiers. -1 if this is a U.S. requested action that you use to UN goodwill. If this is a U.S. requested action and you used a UN goodwill counter to initiate the revealed value. Okay, well, UN counter, which one do we want to reveal? We'll take the one on the right. Alright, it's a 1, so we get a -1 die roll modifier. Revealed value. Alright, -1 if this is a U.S. requested action, which it is, that's used a UN goodwill counter to initiate the revealed value of the goodwill counter, so we're at our -1. -1 if this is a U.S. requested action, you spent 1 action point. I don't think you can do both of them. If this is a U.S. requested value, plus or minus if this is a U.S. requested action, which it is, value in the upper left of the world opinion of U.S. box. Whoa, hold on a second. World opinion of the U.S. box. There you go. -1. Oh, that's not too bad then, is it? Yeah, it says -1. Oh, they get down to +1s here. All right, so we're looking at -2. Yeah, am I right? Yep, goodwill counter. Minus, yep. All right, so minuses must be good. So we were looking at a -2. We want a 1 through 5. Come on, low number. Yeah, all right, we'll take that. All right, it says, decrease the number of North Korea's nuke missile track. A successful decrease the selected missile track by 1 box. Okay, successful. So we'll go down here. Oh, you know what? There's different boxes for each one. And Iran actually has the number on 3. I thought this was just one big track, but they're on 2. So we'll go after Iran's. Is that okay? Like this good? Oh yeah, it don't matter which one, it's still good. So we'll do Iran's because they're on number 3 and North Korea is only on number 2. I was looking at this originally thinking this was one whole box and these guys were ahead, but no, Iran's going back to at start. That'll work. Alright, roll D10 again to determine whether Russia or China gain influence counter in the region as a result. +8 equals no influence. Oh, we like that. Is there any gyro modifiers? Continue. Don't say no gyro modifiers here. Oh, that's it. All right. Well, there you go. We need a high number on this one. High number 7. Ooh, Iran 5 through 7 place China influence counter. So if not, we didn't get it. We needed an 8. So China gets an influence counter in Central South Asia. China influence Central South Asia. Here you go. Yeah, I guess that's where, is that where Iran would be? No, I don't think so. That's India. Huh. Make sure I'm doing that right. Alright. Iran was 5 through 7. Place China influence counter in Central South Asia. That's what we did. Alright. Well, that takes care of that, but more importantly, yeah, we reduced their missile track. I'll take that any day. Okay, that'll take care of the bottom part of this. UN acts. We did that. Allied Road Group acts. We can go down here to 3 domestic actions. That sounds good. See what we can do domestically. That's one part of my game that I've definitely suffered. And we'll see if we can get that on track. I've yet to pass any legislation. So far it's not really affecting the game that much, though, dear. Well, I guess you could. We need to get rid of the scandal. We got a scandal there. No tensions here. Our cabinet is worsening because we had to fire our Secretary of Defense because of a botched die roll. And that's all it was a bad die roll. One would have totally destroyed the terror group, and a 10 made things worse. Like I said, I think they must have had something like, say it was maybe like a helicopter crash, like Jimmy Carter's. little rescue in the desert. Yeah, so that's one name you don't want to be associated with in your presidency. All right, we'll be back. All right, first one we're going to do is going to be a domestic crisis master action. We're going to address a domestic crisis because Zoom feature, as you can see, we're almost onto a roll for domestic failure. You don't want to get anywhere near that. So we are going to use that to get this down here. I don't know what got that up. I don't know if the failed terrorist strike or the pandemic. There was a little bit of a pandemic we had going on. There was some kind of Asian flu going around. But whatever it is, it got us up there. So we are going to resolve domestic crisis before it can cause a domestic failure and create a lingering domestic issue. All right. During any activation, which domestic action may be taken, which is now. Cost 1 action. Procedure. Make a cabinet effectiveness check. All right. Cabinet effectiveness is at 5. Roll a d10. 5 or less. Does it have any die roll modifiers? Is adjust domestic crisis POTUS cabinet focus? Nope. Oh, is it? Let me see. Number 1 focus. Oh, hold on. Yes! You can't make this shit up. All right. Fucking right. All right, hold on. Excuse my French. Hold on. -1, address the domestic crisis. Yes, we got a -1. If you have a domestic focus as a POTUS attribute, I don't. -1 of public approval is 60 or higher. It's at 60. Yes, we're looking at -2. It's good to be king. All right, hold on. Vice President or Chief of Staff is domestic rating. So we're at -2. Vice President or Chief of Staff's domestic rating, I guess, is in the left. Vice President is a 1. Chief of Staff is a 1. So we're at -3 then. We will get 1 for our POTUS cabinet focus, 1 for my public opinion, and 1 for my Chief of Staff's domestic rating. So we're at 3, and you can only have a maximum of plus or -3. We'll see what this last one is. Plus die roll. Plus, here's where the pluses come in. Die roll modifier from the current box of the LDI tract. All right, guys, what the hell is LDI? LDI. LDI. All right, I gotta figure this out. I'll be right back. Lingering domestic issues. Let's see what's going on here. Lingering domestic issues is a 0. I'll show you here right now. Up in the upper box. There you go. LDI, lingering domestic issues. All right, so that's 0. So we're looking at a -3. No +1. That would have been a plus. So -3 for this die roll. And how do we pass? Oh, we got to do a cabinet effectiveness check, which is at 5. So we got to get a 5 or less with a -3. We'll take that. All right, so then we passed it. Decrease the domestic crisis track by 1 and give me a public approval boost. That'll work. Domestic crisis down, public approval up. Yeah, we'll definitely take that. Now earlier on this legacy, it's in here. I thought maybe I bumped that sucker because it was on the 9. I'm like, no way, but I went back and looked at earlier videos, and sure enough, that thing was up at 9. It's 8 now, but yeah, there was a time there we were maxed out on everything. We're taking a couple hits on this turn, but we are still standing, and we have not had an auto loss. That is my first one. We find out what we want to do again. Can we do that one again? Action. Doesn't say. It'll tell you if it only can be done once, and it doesn't say anything. Well, I'd like to get that down there. Let me look around and see what's going on. We'll be right back. All right. So, for my one domestic action, or my next domestic action, I was going to try to increase bipartisanship. I haven't been too lucky on that one, though. I don't need to stimulate the economy. I was going to maybe do a bunch of media stuff and get my radio relations up, but what I'm really going to focus on is this. We got a Secretary of Defense that's got a breaking scandal. We are going to ask for his resignation. And it says that it's cost 1 action. It's automatic. No die roll. Need to remove the terminated cabinet member and set a counter aside. Do not return it to the cabinet member. Draw a copy. Yeah, we don't do that when we fire him. If the cabinet members on a scandal track, +1 relations with Congress. Oh, move to scandal Congress from a scandal track. So take this off. Relations with Congress goes up to bipartisan. Yes. So there you go. And my Secretary of, who was it? Defense. Oh wait, hold on. Huh. You know what? Yeah, I replaced him with her already. She don't have a scandal. There was a scandal in the last one. And I fired him because of the terminated, because of the botched terrorism raid. So I fired him. So we don't need to do that. Yeah, if I fire him, there's no breaking scandal for each scandal marker in this box. Decide, come to scandal, immediately apply results. Huh, so that is strange. I don't think they address that. So there you go. That was my secretary. So we could take that back. There's no scandal on that track. Good deal. I didn't even think about that because I was like, hold on, Secretary of Defense, that's a killer gal I just hired. Yeah, she got no scandal. So that scandal went bye-bye with my old Secretary of Defense. All right, that is moot. Let me look here, see what else we need. That's good. Whew. Now, let me see. Corralling the cabinet. I can improve their effectiveness because of the worsening effect when I had to fire my use bully pulpit support against bill. I haven't done anything domestically. For some reason, that's just not glamorous or whatever, but raise your ratings, public approval. We got public approval going up there. Yeah, let's do that. I think we'll do that. Education reform. Bill on Congress. Oh. Media relations. Let me look around. I'll be right back. All right, we aren't going to do neither. We're going back to the address domestic crisis. It doesn't say there's any limit on how many times you can do it. That was with a -3 die roll modifier. And we have to have a cabinet effectiveness check, which is a 5. So there you go. I want to get that sucker down to 0. Domestic crisis. Looking for 5 or less with a -3. There you go. All right. Domestic crisis level is at 0. We'll take that. All right. Next, we'll move on to our 3 domestic actions. Draw 1 chit. We're back. Every time you have something that you can gain. But the good thing is we got some blues coming on up. War progress. There aren't no wars or civil wars going on, I don't think. There's a ceasefire here. Ceasefire. We love a ceasefires. We gotta get those things taken care of. Progress of peace. U.S. action is draw 1 chit. Now these chits can be good, but yeah, good luck on that. Crisis chit cup right here. A little bit of feeling around. Oh, I like this one here. Let's see what did I pick? Oh, it don't look good. We got to get rid of 2 cards. Oh, so there you go. We place this right here. Oh, luckily, it says it's got a plus on there. There's no more pluses, so 2 hits is what we'll take. I'll see the first one. What's it going to do to me? More crisis, more crisis. All right, let me just go right down here to the bottom. BPC think tank hosts major political summit to foster bipartisanship in Congress. We'll take that. Yes. Crisis my ass. All right, let me see what's going on here, and I'll let you know what's up. All right, well, basically gives you choices here. If I want to be a keynote speaker, if I decline, I'll get +1 of my party relations, but relations with Congress will suffer, and public approval will suffer. My public approval is going down into the 50s now. That's not good, so we will accept. So I'll -1 for my party relations, which isn't good. But I think we'll be all right coming up here. And we'll roll a d6. I will spend 1 action point to get a -1. And anything but a high number will do me good. So rolling with a -1 for a low number. 2, what's it gonna want? All right. Your speech and your presence inspire. Remove one opponent from Congress. Yes, congressional opponents. This number 2 one looks like a good one for me to be snatching up, but we will see you later. All right, I like this. All right, liking that. All right, and replace counter in a draw cup. Oh, could be even worse. Move bipartisan cooperation right by 1 box. Move bipartisan co-op. Oh, well, we like that. Bipartisan co-op to the right by 1 box. That's what we're trying to do. We couldn't do that earlier. By 1 box. And +1 my relations with Congress. Relations with Congress already maxed out. So what do we need to do here now? Oh, we got to replace her. Oh, administrative legislature, friends, opponents. Oh, here's my opponents here. We just got rid of one. Put her here. So we don't have to draw her again. Who was that gal? Augusta Dukes. She was a radical lefty. And she'll be replaced by, oh, no good. But she's a moderate. Catherine Bell. Let me see here. Is there another side here? Moderate, media 1, 2. Media 1, 2. Okay. It's the same thing on either side. Alright, so went from her, a radical, to her, media 1. Okay. I think she's better. Yeah, she's less. So there you go. Got rid of old AOC. Put her over here. Alright. There you go. It's pretty good. Now we got a media slant we take care of. Let me check that out. We'll be right back. Alright, media slant says you, oh, sorry about that. Check your media relations and apply any additional public approval benefit. Media relations is 7. So that means, if you can see down there, media slant is +1 public approval. So my public approval goes up to 64%. Yeah, get that sucker on up there. That was a good choice. That was from my now defunct Crashes card. That goes into the done pile. Now for our next one. Oh, we'll take something else like that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got 2 of them here. Hold on a second. Put this one back. Trying to grab the top one. There we go. Top one. Go down here right away. Secretary of Defense, our Secretary of State offends host on overseas trip. Damn cabinet members. Good cabinet members hard to come by these days. All right, roll a D10 and identify a random regent. All right. This is great. I love this game. This is the best game of the year by far. I mean, I'm a Hex Encounter guy, having a great time with this game. I say that about every game if I'm playing though. So let me see. D10 to identify the region that will, boy, be offended. He's probably checked out his daughter's ass or something while he's walking off stage. R1, which is Eurozone. Not good for the Eurozone, dude. Then roll D10 again to subtract the Secretary of State's diplomatic rating. Alright, -1. Oh, subtract the Secretary's diplomatic, get the final result as applied below. Roll a D10. -1. I don't know if we need a high or low. Should we look and see? Alright, yeah, it's always good. Remember on this game, we went low, so -1, we need a low number. 3. So we got a 2. 2 or less. It's a minor faux pas. That is quickly forgiven. No game effect. Yes! And we put this one in the R pile. Oh, reshuffle pile. Oh, let me make sure that last one was a reshuffle. Because when I got my glasses on, that might have been green instead of... No, discard. Black for discard. Okay. And I'll show you. I'm sorry about that. I'm doing this way too quick. Down here in the corner, it tells you. The last one I just drew had a green R, which means reshuffle pile. So I'm sorry about doing that too quick. There you go. All right, we're ready. Wars Progress is our next one. Put this one over here. Wars in progress. For each war, for each current war, use the war status sideboard. For each current civil war ceasefire on the board, Make 1d10, roll on a Civil War resolution chart below, and in the world charts booklet applying the appropriate die roll modifiers. So there you go. We'll be rolling with our die roll modifiers for our Civil Wars. We'll be making one roll. Oh shoot! No, we got to go over here. We got a Civil War that's not ceased fire in South America. So 2 Civil Wars in the world, and we got I know it's the 3rd one. Another one in Eastern Europe, ceasefire. We're going to take a little break, and we'll come back. We'll be addressing the wars in progress, Civil Wars. Be right back. All right, then. After performing our 3 domestic actions, we didn't add up to much. We drew a crisis chit, and it had us drawing 2 crisis cards. We survived that. Some things have pushed to the brink, but we get to counterattack with our war progress. We're going to see, and I don't know if it's really a counterattack, although mostly the blue ones are positive ones that you can take actions on. So we were going to go over here. This has to do with our wars that are going on in the world and civil wars. Our first one will be on the continent of Africa. We have a Civil War ceasefire. We're going to roll on the Civil War ceasefire table with these following modifiers. -1 if it's a UN action, it's not. Or if you spend 1 action point, we will gladly spend an action point for a -1 because we have got a plethora of 15 action points. All right, so we'll get one -2 for the ceasefire column only if there is a UN regional peacekeepers counter under the Civil War ceasefire counter. And this is what comes into key play here, is I do put these counters underneath it when I'm told to. So there you go, regional UN peacekeeper counter underneath. So there you go. We're down to a -3 now, and it doesn't give me a maximum on there. It just says die roll modifiers, and then it'll be followed sometimes for a maximum. So we were on -3. Here comes the pluses. +1 if the regional stability is 5 or less. And in Africa, it meets that criteria. So now we're looking at a -1. Oh no, that's only 1. All right, -2 on our die roll if there's an Iranian influence counter beneath the Civil War or Civil War ceasefire counter. And this there's not. So we're looking at a -2 on this die roll. And always looking for a low roll on the Mr. President game. Yes. So 2 or less on a ceasefire, replace a Civil War counter with a Civil. Oh, I'm wrong. Wrong one. I was just say what? Remove the Civil War ceasefire counter and any UN peacekeepers or Iranian influence counter if present. Decrease regional crisis by 1 box. Well, it is good. That was a great die roll. So we get rid of this, and who else do we get rid of? Iranian influence. There's no Iranian influence in Africa, unfortunately. But we did get rid of these 2, so that'll definitely help. And more importantly, regional crisis. Africa is coming our way. Still a bunch of terrorist groups in there, though. All right, let me see here. Civil War counter goes up into here. I got another one. UN peacekeeper. Oh, we do have regional peacekeepers we need to put up here. What if I have any more of those? Huh. Anyway, alrighty. Oh, what we got? Next one. This is actual Civil War in South America. I'll spend another action point for a -1. Ceasefire only. Regional stability is 5 or less. Unfortunately, it is. So our -1 has been negated. We're at 0 die roll modifiers. There's no Iranian influence. So looking for a low number with no modifiers. The 4. Replace the Civil War counter. Oh, sorry, I keep on looking at the other one. That one is Civil War. I'm sorry, that one is Civil War. Replace the Civil War counter with a Civil War ceasefire. Increase regional crisis by 1. Oh, regional crisis. South America will take that. It was on the brink, so we can take this die away. And we get to replace this with a Civil War ceasefire. Don't wrong one. Alright, let me go over here, grab us a ceasefire. So now ceasefire the war in South Africa. That's progress. Alright, we will have us another civil war ceasefire in the Eurozone. I don't know if that's Bosnia or what, they don't really get so specific. And there is no wars going on our track, so I guess that's looking at another -1. We'll spend our action point. Ceasefire. There's no regional peacekeepers over there. Stability 5 or less. Regional stability in Eurozone is at the 5, so we'll have some +1. We're looking at no direct modifiers, and there is no Iranian influence in the Eurozone. We're looking for a low number. No modifiers. Oh, no good, no good, no good. That was a ceasefire with a 7. Oh, fragile peace. No change. We dodged one on that because 8 would have been renewed fighting. So overall, I'd say that was a great segment. That is the last for our civil wars. Oh, where are we at here? All right. Wars and civil wars is done. We get to go next to any 4 diplomatic and or military actions. Ooh, we'll take full advantage of that. Let me see here. It means we'll be turning the book over to here. There you go. Yeah. Time to get some. Be right back. All right, we got a glaring problem, I think, in my opinion, with this Russian base, but we can't reduce any influence in the Middle East without increasing our regional alignment. So we will attempt to do that. We're going to make a regional alignment check. You can see there that regional alignment marker right here is at 5. So we need to roll a 5 or less in this check. That'll take care of one of our 4 actions. Let me get this down to 3. Okay. Oh. Gyro modifiers, diplomatic rating of my Secretary of State. I think that's going to be a -1. Yep. -1 for him. For each country. If Russia or China has an influence in the region for each country, so that'll be a +2. So from a -1, we'll go to a +1 on this die roll. That's why it's been so hard. We need the ultimate low die roll, so +1 on this. See if we can get that regional alignment up. +1 with a 4. We'll take that. Oh, anything less than a 5, so regional alignment goes up to 6. I'd like to try that again. Let me see if there's any limits. It doesn't say the limit. 1. Okay, see here, it may only be used once per activation segment. So it doesn't say that on there. We're going to try this again. We're going down here to 2. Alright. Let's make sure here. Crisis relief. Chinese influence counter. Choose a region with a regional alignment of 7 or 8. 6 if the crisis is at 0. In the Middle East. Oh, we're almost at 0. When you reduce that regional crisis level. Huh. Let me see what I want to do, because we'll be able to take off influences at 6 if this number here is down to 0. Let me see what we can do about that real quick. Crisis reliefs, 1 action. Decreased regional crisis by 2. Diplomatic rating, if regional stability is 6 or higher. 7 or 9, we need a 1 through 6. Man, I'll take that. Let's do that one. So we'll take an action on this one. Reduce it down to 1. Is that our 4th one? Let me check this out real quick. Be right back. The other one twice. We got 2 left. We will do some crisis relief, giving us 1. We're gonna roll low. Always roll low on this game. Rating on my Secretary of State is -1. But if the regional stability, it's another -1 if the regional stability is 6 or higher. Oh, we are. No, wait. Maybe I get that regional stability on up. That's a whole different track there. Same track, just different marker. All right, we're going to do this with a -1. And we need to get a low number. Come on, low number -1. Ah, that's not going to do it. 7, no effect. All right, we got one more left. Oh. Do another regional stability. Yeah, we'll have to do whatever we do. We can't take off any. Now we can't take off any influence because we're down to our last one. Oh, be right back. All right, we're going back to this one. I think it's a little bit easier. That should have been an easy roll. So we're going to roll with a -1 and looking for a 1 through 6. -1, 1 through 6. That'll take care of that. All of our actions. -1. Oh, kills us again. At least it didn't make it any worse. So, 8, that's a 7, no effect. All right, that takes care of my 4 diplomatic or military actions. State of economy impact. Oops, sorry about that. Damn, just hit the light. All right, state of economy impact. It'll tell you right here. Peak of performance. 3 public approval, 2 action points, and 1 relations with Congress. I'm pretty sure that's what will happen. Let me make sure we're checking that out right. But yeah, we will go up down to our state of economy. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that there it is. Perform a number of economic assistance acts allowed by the current shown on the box to the left of the current. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh, okay, wrong one. All right. Perform a number of economic assist. Try this again. I always do. This is one take. One take channel, no cuts and redos. So, performed a number of economic assistance acts allowed by the current U.S. state of economy. So that'll be 2. All right, let me see which ones we do. Improve ally relationship by 1 level, or place a trending U.S. marker on one of the 8 world regions. Huh? State is noted in the box to the right. Oh, I could do that too. Update the game state. So, perform a number of economic assistance acts allowed by is shown on the box to the left. 2. For each economic, you are allowed to perform either of the following. Okay. Let me see which ones I want to do. I got 2 of those. We'll be right back. Okay, then it says we get to do 2 U.S. assistance, improve an ally relationship. All of my relationships are very close. I can't get any better. So, we'll place a trending U.S. counter on one of the 8 world regions. We have 2 of these. These go on the alignment track. So, luckily for us, we'll put 1 on the Middle East that we need. Now, if it was a trending U.S. counter on here, it's what I wish I had, because then when I instead of putting a trending pro-U.S. on there, I would put it up 1 level. So this just gets it started. Where else do we want to get our stability at? It's somewhere where it's close to the green. Regional stability, regional stability. We'll put it over here in Asia Pacific. And there's not a trending at 6. We want to get it up there a little bit more, so there you go. Trending pro-U.S. on both of those. Now, if I ever get a chance to put another pro-U.S. on there, we'll move it up 1 on the track. If it gets a worsening counter, then we just take that one off, and there's nothing on there. And then if you get another worsening, it goes on there. Then another worsening, I'll put it down. You know, you see what I'm doing here. All right, so if I had a worsening counter, it told me to put a worsening on here. Oop. There you go. Trending pro-U.S. It says, I get the instructions to say put a trending anti-U.S. counter on here, I would go over here and I'd take this one off. All right. Then if I got another trending anti-U.S., I'd put 1 on there. And then if I got another one, I would put another one on there. But then I would move it down 1, and then I'd take them all off. So that's what these are. These are the little add-on. These are just kind of use those as weights. All right, well, that's it for that. Now, update the game state noted to the box on the right of the current state of economy. This is where it gets good. Counter on the game board, potentially gaining or losing public approval, blah, 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 worsening relations with Congress. We are living live because we have the big. Yeah, 3 public approval. 1, 2, 3. We're back up there to max. 2 action points. I'll take me 2 action points anytime. Oh, I went down here. Okay, hold on a second. Action points should be down here. And prestige, yeah, prestige was maxed. Alright, so now I get 2 action points back. 1, 2, I get 15 now from 13. and +1 relations with Congress. But my relations with Congress are already maxed out, so that'll take care of that. It wasn't too bad of a activation phase. We get to go in here to activation phase 3, or wait, yeah, number 3, Russia or China acts. So I don't know which one happens. I think it's going to be this one because this one's in a cup. But I think this is a minor activation, if I remember reading the instructions correctly. So let me see here. Order counter 1 space. Am I doing this right? Because it says I'm not. State of economy impact. Yeah. China acts. Let's see here. Oops. Something's going on here. The state of economy impact. Oh, it's got me all the way back here. Let me go back here again. Yeah, segment. Oh, let me get this all straightened out with the book. We'll be right back. I'm sorry, it comes on down here. This completes either activation phase 2, which it does, R4. This will finish activation phase 2. If you have just finished activation phase 2, please flip back to page 8. Let me see here. Please flip back to page 8. This should tell us. This should take us back to China acts, I guess. Oh, page 8. Yeah, it's got us going on. We know what's up here. All right, we are back. All right, the genius, Mr. Billingsley, has us all set. It just tells us basically whoever didn't act in this one acts in this one. So this will be A. China acted. Let me find it here. China acted. Put this underneath here, and then we'll go over here to China acts. Oh, find out what goes on with that. All right. If the result, okay. Depending on the country down, blah, blah, blah. If the result is 1 to 5, hold on. Roll D. Determine if this activation phase 3, which it is, perform. Okay, there you go. We don't have to roll a die. Consult the China activation chart. WP. Oh, well, back over here. All right, let me get it straightened out. We'll be right back. All right, more of the great parts of this game. And that. China acts is represented by this book. And it's basically having China sitting over here. You got China and Russia as your opponents. And this kind of acts as their bot. So we'll see what China has up their sleeve. Unfortunately, I think it says here if it was a China chit, that's as a, that's, it says something like that's more of a minor action. But if you're to China acts on the board, yeah, they're going to do a lot more. So unfortunately, we didn't pick the lesser of the two evils. And this will have more of an impact. Begin by possibly changing China's posture and relationship with the U.S. Right now it's at 1. Oh, before we go any further than that, we had to check and see if China had won the game. And they will win if they get 15 or more influences on the board. Luckily for us, they ain't there yet, but it's always good to get those influences down. So there you go. Russia's closer to it than anything. So we got to make sure we get some of those Russian influences we were trying to do, because you don't want that Russian base there. So that's what we've been trying to gnaw at. I'm going to go ahead and probably do a little bit of this off camera, see what's going on. Got a nice little movie or something popped up here. I was watching, put a little shout out, must-see video for Gilbert Collins. He did another take on that Napoleon movie. Gilbert's in a league by himself. I can't wait to get to his game right here. You have to open it up and start it, but I am like #1 Gilbert Collins fan. Oh man, Gilbert is light years ahead. But what was I going to say? Oh, now instead of doing a critique, I don't think he liked the movie. He says he doesn't like it, and that's about it. But he puts down a bunch of films that are on Napoleon. And one he's highly recommended it to somebody else, I think the Gaming Guys or something. I don't know what their club name was, but they were telling me about a bunch of movies too. Now, I did read a really good book by Napoleon years back. I think I've read it twice. It was so good. And I got it at the library here, local library, years back. But it was Napoleon by Ludwig. Ludwig, and it was fantastic. And I did see that on one of their credits where they had a little list of books you could read on Napoleon. I seen that one was listed as one of theirs. So that's a really good read. Great book. Fantastic book. But he has a bunch of movies. Now, he does have one called Waterloo with Rod Steiger and, come on. as Napoleon and who is that plays Wellington. It's on. I get so my mind's going. I can't forget. Gosh. Hold on a second. Christopher Plummer. Yeah, it's the Wellington. So I'm getting ready to maybe punch that on up. I got a rain day off here. We were supposed to get back at work. I can see it's going to be kind of hard. Although they did predict, this kind of came out of nowhere. Of course, the weatherman was wrong. He didn't predict when we were supposed to be clear, but it's supposed to be clear for the next couple weeks. So I'm going to take full advantage. Have me a nice little night day down here in the old man cave, watching our good videos and playing some good games. Man, you can't ask for anything better. We'll be back. I got some Mr. President to play. So we'll be right back. All right. Interesting procedure on this posture changes results in China. Had me flip over all the tension counters, and it's not bad. As a matter of fact, out of 3, I'm only going to add 2. So, in China's posture is in a more of a peaceful stance at posture 1. They're dying to get me up to posture 2, though. If currently posture 1 and all tension counters is 5 or more, which it's not, the relations with the U.S. increases to 2. All right. None of these apply because this is currently a posture 2, currently a posture 2, we're currently a posture 1. So if currently a posture 1, which I am, and the sum of the flip tension counters is 5 or more, and relations with the U.S. is 1 or 2, increase to posture 2. Okay, that don't happen. This one will, though. If China is at posture 1 and would not otherwise be entitled to increase to posture 2, which they're not, but their state of economy score is 3 or 4, immediately increase to posture 2. Well, unfortunately for me, they're at posture 4, so I missed that one by 1. So I have to increase their posture 2 because their economy is in stagnation, and they're wanting to blame it on the U.S., in other words. So now they're going to take a more of an aggressive approach towards the United States. All right, based on the sum of the tension values below, China's relationship with the U.S. may be affected as follows. If the sum of the counters is 1 or 2, a 0 to 1, place a trending pro-U.S. counter on relations track. Missed it by 1. For every increment of 5 in a sum of the tension values, place a trending anti-U.S. So we don't have an increment of 5, so I guess it's just going to stay where it's at. Oh, this equal to, blah, 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 the sum is 15. Trending, okay. So, 0 to 1, we would have been all right. But we got 0 to 2, so that is just 1 short. However, we don't have enough increments of 5 to place an anti-U.S., so we're good on that one. Then immediately before we perform any actions, remove all tension counters from China and we draw half. So 3 would be 1. So we'll get rid of all these. Before we do, we'll grab us on 1 tension counter. And that's pretty good for China. China ain't bad. It's Russia we got to kind of mess with here. Tensions. Over here, they only got 1 now on the PRC. All right. Over here, put these back in the old pile. All right. Next, improve strategic capabilities. Wow, here you go. That's coming over here. So this is the first table. My bot opponent is China. Will attempt to increase. I'm going to look this one over, and I'll let you know what's going on. In the meantime, I think I'm going to punch me up some Waterloo. We'll be back. All right. Trying to improve their strategic capabilities. And they have a hierarchy. But logically, what they try to do is improve the one they're most behind on. That's 2 boxes behind the U.S. You can see that doesn't apply to any of that there. So if that doesn't happen, it says areas which, if you have 2 or more actions left, attempt to increase. Both cyber warfare will be the first one, and naval forces. So we'll be rolling this with no Dyro modifier. A 1 to 4 result at posture 1 or 1 to 5 result at posture 2 equals success. So the first one's going to be cyber warfare. We're looking for a high roll. And sorry about that. I guess I have a 40-second maximum recording time. I have to start erasing some stuff. All right, looking for a high roll. 3. Oh, not good. So cyber warfare, they're caught up with all of us here at number 3. All right, let me do a little bit of cleaning on my hard drive, and we'll be right back. All right, then. The next one will be, we have 2 left. We'll attempt to increase this here. Will be Naval Forces Training and Tech. Getting them things ready for the invasion of Taiwan. Looking for a low number. Whoa. Low number 1. All right, that'll fail, right? Yeah, let me see here. Result of 1 at posture 2, 1 to 5 result. Oh, we're looking for a high number. Equals success. Hold on then. A result of 1 to 4 at posture 1, or 1 to 5 result of posture 2. So that last roll was high. So this one will be a success. Naval training. Well, they'll go up with us. Oh, hold on a second. Where's that naval training at? Naval Forces Training and Tech. Wrong one. They will increase this, but their cyber warfare won't be changed, because that will be a failure. All right, because I'm pretty sure they rolled high. Wasn't it a 7 or something? Let me look back. We'll be right back. Nope, my mistake. It was a 3. So, yeah, both of theirs were successful. Not good. When the Chinese increased their strategic capabilities, and we still had 1 more roll left. So let me see what I do with that. But so far, they're both been successful. For any remaining actions, roll D10 on each action. Oh, for any remaining actions, roll 1d10 on each action and reference a random number ranges of strategic capabilities. Try to determine which attempts to make. All right. We will roll and find out which one they're going to try to improve on. We get a 4. That equals cyber warfare. See that number there, 4 or 5. So now we roll again, looking for a high number. 7. All right, I think that does it. That's good. They don't increase that one. A result of 1 to 5 at posture 2, so that is good. No more increases. Now we move on to. We've done all these. We move on to espionage. Espionage. After attempting to improve China's strategic capabilities, then conduct espionage. All right, we're going to check this out. So far, that was a good one for them. They increased it, but luckily for us, last one failed. We'll be right back. All right, well, these espionage attempts will be based on posture 1 or 2. They make 2 attempts. China's relations with the U.S. track is 1 or 2. China's relations with the U.S. are 4. All right. If China's relations with the U.S. is 1 or 2, and postures are 2, make 2 attempts, so it's not that. So otherwise, make 1 espionage attempt is what we'll do. For each attempt, apply 1 die roll modifiers as follows. Oh, damn, a whole list of them. Let me check out what the totals are here. Well, we can do it together. -1 or 2. China's cyber warfare capability is 1 or so higher. It's not. Let's get close. -2 if any U.S. ally relationship is currently strained. It's not. -1 if U.S. ally relationship except India and Gulf states is not very close. It's not. All mine are very close. -1 or 2 if the U.S. cyber warfare strategic capability is 1 or 2 higher, respectively. It's not. We're all tied. -2 or +2 if there's a +2 die roll modifier next to espionage counter on China. Oh, nope, nothing like that. No espionage counters, nothing like that on China, so I passed that one. +2 if there's a China +2 die remainder of the game counter on China. Nope, we even hit that. Ouch. All right, rolling with this one with no die roll modifiers with a 10-sided die. I think we want something low. Oh, got an 8. Not good. Failure, no effect. We'll take that. We'll take that. All right, that goes to espionage. Now they will attempt to improve their economy. Do not perform if their state of economy is already 7. Their state of economy is down 4. It's not good. That's why they're turning our attention, our public's attention on us. All right. Roll a D10. No unilateral sanctions. Multilateral sanctions. No sanctions on China. -1 per China influence counter in Asia Pacific, Central South Asia, Middle East, Africa. Oh my God. Okay, Scott. -1 per influence counter in Asia Pacific. Asia Pacific. There's 1. So we got -1. You better keep track of these. -1. Oh, where am I at here? Multilateral, hold on. Central South Asia. There's 2, so -3. I think this is a minus. We'll check that out. Oh, yeah. The Middle East is 2, so 3, 4, 5. What? This ain't sounding right. Per China influence counter in Asia, all right, or Middle East, and or Africa. Africa's another one, so it's 6. A Chinese base accounts for 3 counters. Middle East. Oh. All right, hold on a second. That's another 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. -9? You gotta be kidding me. All right. Let me see there. Per China influence counter in all these places. Minus if China's relationship with the U.S. is 4 or 5 respectively. Relationship with the U.S. is 4 or 5. So what do we get on that one? Another -2. 6, 7. I gotta count these up. I'll be right back. No base in the Middle East, but it is -7. And then -1, 2. If the relationship with the U.S. is 4 or 5 respectively. It is at 4, so we will get a -1. It's a -8 on this die roll. That's kind of goofy, but we'll see what happens. The 7 means a 1. Oh, place an improving counter on China. That's no big deal. China's economy, state of economy. All right, improving. So look at this here, state of economy, improving. There's not one on there, so don't go up. But you can see here. It says our state of economy is improving because mostly of all those influence counters, and it'll stay there. Now, if I get another improving economy, it'll go up to recovery. Right now, they're still in stagnation, I guess is what that is. All right, there you go. -7 or something on there was a 1. Like I said, per influence counter in Asia and Pacific is 1. We'll do this together. Central South Asia. Central South Asia 2. That's 3. Middle East 2. That's 5. And Africa, which is 1, which is 6. So -6. -1 because the U.S. relationship was 4, which it was. So -7. What's a die roll? 7 is a 0, I guess. 1 to 5. Huh. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about a 0, but whatever. Improving economy. We're done with that. Calculate the number of actions. These actions following depending on remaining actions or hierarchies. Wow, check this out. We're right back. All right. After all that, we survived. Their state of economy, after all those calculations, is improving, but it's still stagnating. Now here, we'll attempt to find out how many actions they get. And they received a number of actions current to their state of economy track. Their state of economy track is at 4. This is +1, so we're at 5. Then this is modified by the value at the bottom of the relations with the U.S. Relations with the U.S. over here. Look at the bottom of that. It says -0, so we will keep it at 5 acciones for the Chinese. Modify that base number by any +1, +/-1 action points counters that are currently on China. We don't have anything like that. Then remove those counters. If you roll a 9, on our earlier attempt to improve the China economy, attract 1. Nope, we rolled a 7. Oh, Wait, no. Oh, it was minus, yeah, all that, and it was a 0, so we didn't get a 9 plus. So we don't have to worry about that one. So it is a 5, I guess. Fun tracking the current remainder of the count is easily accomplished by using a die. Yep, I'm already on you there. Alright. Once you've calculated the number of China actions, please perform independent actions beginning with the next column. Once in order until all these have been taken care of. So we get 5 of these, start with 1. We'll be back. Alright, then for one of the Chinese actions, or their very first one, is terror in Central South Asia. It says if there are 5 total terror group levels, then there are, let me see, 5 total terror group levels.
4, 5, 6, yeah.
It's the 6, we make it by 1. Use 1 China action to remove 1 terror level from the largest group in the region. This represents China dealing with internal dissent along ethnic and religious opposition. So as bad as that sounds,
We'll take this number 4 and reduce it to a number 3. These over here in Central South Asia. And the Chinese do us a favor.
I don't know if it's a favor, but I'm sure it's in their interest. Anyway, next, that was 5. We'll go down here to 4. Quell rising dissent by addressing internal issues. Roll 1d10, adding 1 if China's posture is 2. It is. Subtracting 1 of China's state of economy is 6 plus 1. It is not, so we'd be adding 1 to this die roll. Oh, we need a high number, and it will be a. Oops, hold on for a sneeze break. All right, D10 plus 1, needing a high number. Oops. The 9. Okay. 5 plus no effect. This step doesn't cost any action this turn. Ooh. So we still have 4 left. That sucks. Let me see. It's a adjustment message, social infrastructure cost, smoke. Huh. Check that out. Alright. Well, that wasn't it. We got a 9. So, okay. Next, number 3, reinforcements. If China's at war, spend 1 China action. That won't happen. 4. We still have 4 actions left. Remove, reduce China sanctions. If there are no sanctions on China, skip this action. There's no sanctions. Extra war progress roll. China is at war. Make a Chinese check. Not that it's going on. If you have any actions left, go on to the next page as much as we can. More cyber attacks. Alright, make 1 attack posture 2 or 2 attacks posture 2. There you go. Part of China's acts. If you're performing this as part of China acts. 1d10, determine the target. Let me check this out. D10, any die roll modifiers? It says none. So he will be making 2 attacks because we're at posture 2. I think we want a low die roll. What do we got here? Oh, let's see. Target somebody. You ain't no high or low. Well, let's see what it is. With a 4. That is this. Discredit, replace U.S. as major trade partner in Asia Pacific. Success adds 1 China. Success. What do we do here? Let me check this out. I'll be right back. All right, then I got it straightened out. This will be the target. The result will be if China's cyber capability is greater. If China's cyber strategic capability is equal to United States cyber capability, they just improved theirs to make it equal. So we will roll. We are looking for a high number here. So let's go and see what happens. High number 5. Ooh. 2 through 7 is success. Ouch. Alright, then we'll come down here and it says success. Add 1 China to add influence to Asia Pacific. Russia influence, China influence to Asia Pacific. Alright. We'll add 1 here. And then we'll up this one up to 9. So now I have 9 on the board. And I'll go ahead and compare that, make sure when it comes time. That's their 1 action. They get 2 because they are at posture 2. So we'll roll a die to see what their target will be. It's a 10. 10 plus. Target Japan or Russia. Alright. will be going under the middle column again because they have an equal cyber strategic capability. Looking for a high number. The 5, that is not good. 2 through 7 equals a success. Will decrease the ally relationship, either Japan 1 through 5 or Republic of Korea. So let's see whose it is. There's a 10, which would be Republic of Korea by 1 level. Oh, the ally relationship. Republic of Korea. Right here. So very close to close. That's not good. Oh, hold on a second there. Strange. Oh, you just take it off. Move it to the side or something down here. There you go. It is close, not very close. Just close. So that was a result of their cyber attack. Alright, that is the 2 of them. We'll go down here to 3. We have 3 actions left. 1 Belt Road, 1 action. Place a trending anti-U.S. on China's relations with the U.S. track. China's with the relations with the U.S. Okay, trending anti-U.S. There's nothing on there, but I can't get any lower, so trending anti-U.S. There you go. We'll put this over here on the... Oh, wait, hold on a second. There you go. China's relations with the U.S. I'm looking at Russia's. Wrong one. Okay, well, we put another one on there. That'll make sure that it goes down 1. That's how you do that. Then you'll take it off. So there you go. There was always 1 on. If there's 1 on there, you don't add another one. You just put it down 1, so that went down a track. All right. Then perform the following steps using a list of Belt Road regions. Asia Pacific sense of... Hold on. Then perform the following steps using Belt Road regions. Huh. All right, let me check this on out. Wow, we'll be right back. I think we did this before, but it's been a while. It's been a long time, so we'll be right back. All right, they're basically saying that there's a 1 road, 1 belt. I guess it's some kind of China deal that they're wanting. But it says count the number of belt and road regions that have either 3 China influence counters or a Chinese base. And here are the regions. Asia Pacific has none. Asia Pacific has 1 or 2 influences, not 3. Central South Asia has 2, not 3. Middle East has 2, not 3. Wow, we're getting close. Eastern Europe has 1, and Eurozone has none. So none of these have the required 3. All right, count the number of belt regions that have either 3 China influence counters or a base. None of them does. If they're 0 to 1, that's what we're looking at. Perform option A. Otherwise, perform the choice of A or B. So let's place 1 Chinese influence counter in 2 of the belt and road regions where China has the fewest influence counters. So there you go. Place 1 China influence counter in the 2 belt and road regions. All right, so place 2 of them have the fewest counters. Huh. All right, let me see. China influence and... Ooh, tell me I don't know more China influences. Yeah, China influence. All right. Oh, place 1 China influence counter in 2 regions where to have the lowest influence. So Africa would be 1. That's a 1 belt, 1 road because they only have 1. So I have 2. Lowest influence counters. Oh, Belt and Road. Central America ain't one of them. The rest of them are tied. Well, is Eastern Europe one of them? Eastern Europe is one of them. So we'll put 2 of them there. So that's how we do that. There you go. China adding its influence with 2 more. They're up to 11 on this main board here. That is not good at all. Oh, my goodness. That is it. And then it says, 3, regardless of which options you chose, immediately place 2 tension counters on China and 1 tension counter on Japan. Oh, all right, let me get these 2 tension counters on China. That sucks. 2 tension counters on China. Be able to place 1 tension counter on each on Japan, India, Austria. Oh my God. Look at all this. You gotta be kidding me. 2 and 1 on each of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 6 tension counters. All right, we'll be right back. All right, 6 tension counters. We need to place 1 tension counter each on Japan.
Oh, where's Japan? Oh, I had none.
All right. Oh, Japan. India, Australia.
India. Australia. There you go.
Now for India.
Oh, India's kind of like, oops, that was not good.
Revealed that one.
We'll get a new one here. Put that over here. India.
Note to self: reduce tensions in India. All right. Go down here. See, Australia. We did. Republic of Korea. ROK.
None. Now I have 1.
Gulf states. Saudi Arabia.
Ooh, Gulf States, Saudi Arabia has none. Now they have 1.
And next is, last but not least, Russia.
Wow. China, creating havoc all over the place.
All right, that is it. Oh, we will have 2 actions left. We have proceed to action 3 on the next page. So we'll have to go over here. Expand China's influence in new neighboring regions. And we got 1 more after this. Ouch. All right, we're back. All right. Expanded China's influence had a lot involved in it, and I'll just tell you what's going on here. Ooh, make 1 roll on the first region that meets the conditions. The conditions were met on 2 China influence counters and no base in Asia Pacific, and +1 China influence counter in Central South Asia. So there was a expanding China's influence in Asia Pacific, and I went through all the conditions, rolled a D10. What it all came down to is I added an influence into China and Asia Pacific. Now they got 3. That's enough for a base, which is not good. But we added 1 there. That took care of our number 3 of our actions. We got 1 left. We'll go over here to reinforced allies, build military use force. Let me check that out. It's probably North Korea. Still have 1 action remaining. Go to action 4 is what we're going to do. But yeah, this was kind of a little bit complex. Got it down to it when all the smoke cleared. Added 1 China influence to Asia Pacific. Now they have 3. That'll be a base. So I'll have to see how to take care of that. But yeah, we'll have a base here in Russia has a base here in the Middle East, and now China will have a base here in Asia Pacific, which is not good. We have to add up China's influences too. We see we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Woo, yeah, I'm here at 11. Okay, I'm up to date, so we got to start reducing these. Oh, China having themselves a good turn, and my AI opponent, China, is not over yet. We'll be right back. Basically, they're going to build up their military over here on this strategic track right here. Here you go. Conflict tracks. China's relative strength on the China-Japan or India-China track is equal to or lower than either Japan or China build up their strength. It's equal on both of them. So, the one that's more favorable. Tension counters. Select China, Japan if tied. So we'll just select the China-Japan track because you can see here the relative strength. That's what we're looking for. Military strength. Ooh, let me see. Conflict status, yeah. So there you go. China, Japan's is on that little middle mark, and it's the same mark here with India and China. So they're both tied. So it tells us to use the Japan China if tied and roll a d10, subtract 2. All right, roll a d10, subtract 2, that'll be a 3. If the result is less than the China state of economy value, China's state of economy value is a 4. We have a 3. All right, it is if the result is less than the current state of economy value, with the relative strength on the selected track in China's favor. So China, Japan, they're going up +2. So they're definitely boosting up their forces. All right. As a result, relative strength counter, move the relative strength counter on the selected track in China's favor and add 1 tension counter to China and the other country had selected China, Japan. So 1 for China, 1 for Japan. Where's Japan at? Ooh, Japan getting those tensions up there. They had none, now they have 2. And China had 3, now we'll have 4. What else is the results? No other result, that's it. There you go. Attempt the first 2 options where conditions are met. Oh, first 2. Let me check this out then. We'll be right back. All right, first 2 options. This one will be the first. If Pakistan is at war with India, that don't happen. If India-Pakistan conflict track is 3 or higher. India-Pakistan, let's check that out. Conflict track is 3 or higher. It is 3 or higher. So it's not good. If India is 3 or higher, China intervenes with limited forces. If India, China, okay, let me read this. I'll be right back. All right, sorry, I was getting my things mixed up. If the India-Pakistan track is 3 or higher, which it is, attempt to reduce tensions. Roll a D10. 1 to 4, success. So we're looking for a low number on this roll. 5, no good. Failure, no effect. So there you go. That'll be it. No more checks. No more actions left. You have completed the China Act segment. All right. So now we get to go down to 3 of my actions. What did China do? Let me see. Mostly just cause trouble. They got 3 counters here. I think that counts as a base. I don't know when I installed that. Other than that, they put in a bunch of tensions, reduced the terror group. I think that was about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything major. There really wasn't. Like I said, they just increased a bunch of tensions. Did increase their strategic capability and beefed up their military a little bit with against Japan. But that was about it. I think that was pretty minimal. Nothing really that bad. Although they did increase their influences, and they're up to 11. So I guess that's basically it. Their economy improved. Relations with the U.S. kind of went down. Yeah, pretty much. We can live with that. That was pretty mild, I'd say. But now we get to strike back with our any U.S. actions, and then we got to draw some chits, go through everything. It's such as life with the American presidency game. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.